of hope for improved Russia-NATO relations. The tension between the two over the war in South Ossetia, when the organization sided with Georgia, appeared to have eased. It's all because of a change of heart by NATO over offering Georgia and Ukraine membership action plans.
There is a long road ahead for both Georgia and Ukraine to reach those standards, and the United States stands resolutely for those standards, meaning that there should be no shortcuts to membership in NATO.
And judging by the reaction from Russia, the warming in relations with the U.S. came sooner than anticipated.
We expect that the new American administration and the new President of the United States will take a constructive and reasonable approach and demonstrate the will to search for a compromise on the most difficult subjects. What we've recently heard from Washington makes me feel cautiously optimistic.
NATO has offered assistance to Georgia and Ukraine, but no time frame for when the question of membership may be raised again. However, the Georgian opposition isn't surprised by the decision.
Georgia is not ready right now to get MEP, but Georgia has chance, and Georgia needs new reforms and probably maybe new government even to proceed with democratic reforms. Because we see that Saakashvili's government failed to proceed with democratic reforms during these last 4 years.
As for Ukraine, political turbulence in the country played a key role in the rejection of the map. Over 60% of Ukrainians are against joining NATO.
Politicians use the foreign relations factor for the electorate, and the issue of ties with Russia is used here as well. That's why people rely on emotions. In the west of the country, they support the idea simply because in the east, they don't. However, in both parts of Ukraine, hardly one person in 100 would be able to explain what NATO is.
However, NATO doesn't want Moscow to think it has a veto on who joins the alliance. But it hasn't ruled out the revival of the NATO-Russian Council, put on ice after the war in South Ossetia. Natalia Novikova, RT, Moscow.